We have Mr. James Muwonge with your team. Can you stand up, please, for recognition? Okay, you are behind here. And then we had the district committees right away from the district up to the parish level. They did numerous work. Now we have other important people and ministries that supported us. Of course, the first one is Minister of Finance. I want Honorable Amos Lugo to stand up again, because what you did, you can't believe it. Together with your team from Ministry of Finance, you made sure operation for the development partners. And these development partners, they were represented by UNFPA Country Director, Madam. UNFPA, she's the one who was coordinating all the development partners. The UN agency, development partners. The 1% I was talking about, she raised it through those people. Then we have the management and of course the executive director, UBOS, who releases, please stand up, you did wonderful work. UBOS staff. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. So in conclusion, on behalf of the board of directors and management of UBOS, I extend sincere appreciation to the people of Uganda for their cooperation in the successful execution of the National Population Census. I also acknowledge the higher local government census committees, of course, I've talked about, for their commendable efforts in publicizing and managing the exercise. And finally, further appreciate the invaluable support we got from all other people I have not mentioned. Thank you very much. It matters to be counted. Thank you very much.
Another big hand clap for Dr. Mugisha. Like I said, if we do protocol, we introduce everyone in the room, but do allow me to recognize the presence of our Minister of State for Health, Dr. Hanifa Kawoya. Thank you so much for being with us. She has to be a doctor, Madam Prime Minister. If you're in the Ministry of Health, for us, we baptize you doctor by default. Right Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Yamcha talked about development partners giving us 1% of the funds that we needed. Under normal circumstances, 1% seems like a very small fraction. Just that in this case, the 1% was actually a lot of money. And I want to say a big thank you to our development partners, and I'm now going to invite our country rep for the UNFPA, Madam Gift Malonga, to come as we celebrate her for walking this journey with us. Please do welcome our country representative for the UNFPA, Gift Malonga, as she comes.
I'm actually representing the UN family as a resident coordinator and the development partners. The Right Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Minister of Finance and Planning, Cabinet Ministers here present, Honorable Members of Parliament, representatives of development partners, the Chairperson of Uganda Bureau of Statistics and the UBOS Board, the Executive Director, UBOS, heads of government, ministries, departments and agencies, all government officials here present, representatives of private sector, civil society organizations, representatives of religious and cultural institutions, all participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again. On behalf of the wider development partner community in Uganda and the United Nations system, I'm really honored to join the guests of honor and all invited guests for the dissemination of the 2024 National Population and Housing Census. I would like to add my voice also in congratulating the Uganda Bureau of Statistics on this remarkable achievement. I mean, releasing the census results within just 4 months, excellency. As a model for other nations, I commend you for recognizing the value of digital approaches which have significantly contributed to the timely generation of data and statistics. By embracing technology and innovation, UBOS has not only accelerated the results process, but also set a new benchmark for efficiency that will enhance all aspects of data collection and analysis in Uganda and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, the SDG Summit last year and the Summit of the Future just held a few days ago in New York. The Right Honorable Prime Minister led Uganda's delegation at both to accelerate development progress, free from deprivation and inclusive for all. So the timely release of this sense in guiding Uganda's effort to first prepare the fourth National Development Cooperation Framework, and other development partners are also doing likewise. The whole idea is to align our efforts with the national priorities. These census results, along with the recent surveys like the Demographic and Health Survey, will be key to ensuring that all our efforts are evidence-based and are aligned to national priorities. The Right Honorable Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, while the national launch of these results and fully utilized at all levels, my appeal to you, boss, is to ensure these findings reach decision makers at the national, subnational, and even household levels through our parish model. As we and the growing demand for better governance and accountability, we must use the new data to respond more to further analyze this data, providing crucial insights into Uganda's demographic landscape. The UN family will continue to support this through the ongoing joint program on data and statistics. We believe this information will implement that address the needs and unlock the potential of Uganda's dynamic population. Moreover, this data the Sustainable Development Goals, the Africa Agenda 2063, and the East Africa Agenda 2050, among other global commitments. In conclusion, I reiterate the development partner community in Uganda, along with the United Nations system, that we are so proud to collaborate with, to working alongside all development actors to strengthen the enabling environment for the generation and utilization of data and statistics.
A big thank you to the UN family, and thank you to Madam Malonga. And because of that, we also do host a number of refugees and people who are from our neighboring countries joining us here today. And I just quickly recognize the team which is here from the Embassy of South Sudan. If you could kindly stand so we can honor your presence. I know that we have the Deputy Head of Mission from the Embassy of Kenya with us, Sulaiman Ibrahim Roba. Good to see you, sir. You're very welcome. And also from the Embassy of Burundi, the Deputy Head of Mission there, Renovat Nimbona. Thank you so much. And the rest of the now is get the main report as the board is allowed to, who also happens to double as the Executive Director of the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, Dr. Chris Mukiza, to come and to do.
And the Chief Board Chair from NPA, all the distinguished guests, members of staff, good morning. We published the preliminary results on 27th of June, and what is my PowerPoint? What is it? Okay, my work will be to two. One will give details. The other one will give the economic indicators. Economic indicators, including labor force. I want to also join the chairman to acknowledge government, development partners, and all stakeholders who actively participated and ensured the successful conduct of the census. Committees that were the front troops that collected the data, and these were chaired by cows. We appreciate their efforts. I know the districts have been invited and they are here represented by cows, chairmen, and the district planners. Can they stand up for recognition if they are here? Those people were the ones suffering in the jungles, and we greatly appreciate your efforts. We shall come back and reconcile on other matters later. Now that we have finished the main thing. Uganda Police Force, Uganda Prisons, and Electoral Commission. These people provided trucks that carried materials to the districts. We only put in fuel. And they also provide the same trucks to retrieve the materials into all villages. So we appreciate you. And this is how government should work. We shouldn't work in silos. After independence, and it is sad that Uganda Bureau of Statistics has conducted by the first digital census, disseminate the final and detailed findings. We have taken exactly 4 months and 7 days. Mark on statistics here. Right, Prime Minister, I want to assure you that UBO's best practices, and I have taken them also to the UN Commission of Statistics. So, the 60 days, this one is than me. But why? We had 106 less than new were in the. So by asking all these questions, we wanted to cover to make sure that we have baseline information for the planning. So Professor Pamela, now we expect a better. You all know this population. It has been revised. There were duplicates from the preliminary that we gave you. What we and this is the distribution by gender. Later, when you delve much into the issues of life table, you will see that ladies have this ratio is like this. Can we move on? This is the distribution within the age groups. You can see we have very many young children. They are 50% of the whole population of 45.9. The youth, 18 to 30, they are 23%. And the people above 60, there are very few here. It's 5%, but there is a group that we have not put here, the 31 to 59%. Where the majority of you are is 21.5%. 31 to 59. So, Honorable Minister, you can see, can you go back to that slide? You can see that you have a very big task to plan for this 50%. The school-going children. The other cases on these 18 to 30. Where are they? What are they doing? And how are they? We shall be giving you that information. We go to the population pyramid. This one is a description of how we are spread. And those who are 85 plus, you can see them there. We move. And you know how we define a household. A household is not just a structure. A household is where a group of people live and eat from the same pot. It's not equal to a family, because there are non-family members. Even non-family members can form a household, as long as they are living under one roof and eating from the same pot. And this one has grown from the 7.3 million households that we had in 2014. Now the other one is a distribution. We have from one person household you can see it from below. 5 in 100 households are a one person household, and the biggest you can see on. Then the 4 persons are in yellow and 3. So our households are largely can we move? We have attempted to provide the daytime population of cities. They get the cities need to start planning that way. Next. The majority are Christians. Islam are now 13. Later, my colleagues will give you the detail. Seventh-day Orthodox, they will give you the detail, but that's how we are. Now, these are the selected indicators. So they are trying to tell us that we don't know where the 0.2 has gone. Languages is 74%. The literacy, the other number is this indicator measures the census night. 6.7 in the 2014. 6.7 in the 2014. So longer there is a longevity. 14. So longer there is a longevity. And it doesn't happen by accident. We shall be showing you in terms of, according to this census, giving us that data. The other economic indicator is unemployment rate. You can see it's 30.6%. Drinking. This improved water source includes protected wells. Drinking we are not included. It has moved to 81%. We have a comparison that have clean energy for life. Clean energy includes